Because this isn't the judicial overhaul, this isn't a legislative brawl, this isn't rhetoric, this is a man facing a verdict he no longer trusts, trying to preempt the system that has carried him for decades, and discovering that even now, even with all the political weight he still holds, people will not let the rule of law be turned into a private negotiation between two powerful men. And this is the part where I have to come back to the point that's hung over every single paragraph I've gone through. This request exposes a truth that has been sitting underneath Israeli politics for years. That power has been treated as a shield, that institutions have been treated as tools, and that accountability has been treated as a threat. But the rule of law only works when everyone, including the Prime Minister, stands inside it. The moment you try to step outside it, the whole thing shakes, because what keeps it standing is not the statute, but the expectation that nobody is above the law. And that expectation is what erupted in the protests, in the commentary, in the immediate political recoil. It wasn't just anger at Netanyahu, it was defence of the principle that the legal process has to run, even when it's inconvenient to Netanyahu, even when it is slow, even when it reaches powerful people. And that is why this pardon request will be remembered as the worst move Benjamin Netanyahu could have made. Not because it will fail, although it will, not because it reveals his weakness, although it does, but because it forces the entire country to confront what happens when a leader tries to move himself outside the boundaries of that system, and the system finally says no. Netanyahu asked for a pardon, and in doing so he exposed the political truth he spent years trying to bury, that he is not the state itself, that he is not untouchable, and that the institutions he thought he could bend still have enough resilience left to resist him. This is the moment where his mask slipped, the moment where he showed the fear behind the theatrics, the moment where the public saw exactly how precarious his position really is. And when you strip everything else away, that's the story, isn't it? A leader trying to outrun the law and a country deciding whether it's going to let him or not. This is the endgame now as far as Netanyahu and this trial goes.